Hello again. I'll start the second set with this actually, because there's quite a few people that haven't seen me before, and a lot of them are a bit bemused by what I do.
They've left.
I found the easiest way to get over that particular problem, because they can't see where I'm coming from, is to explain where I came from. I was only 9 years old when I decided I wanted to be a pop star, have hit records and play places like this. It was difficult for me. I remember going and buying the pop records that I loved, taking them home and playing them, and knowing, even at that young age, I would never be able to do that. And then my sister bought this Bob Dylan record, and I remember listening to that thinking, oh, I can do that. Bloody easy. So this is a tribute to my big hero of all time, Bob Dylan, and it's just very good. I'll just quickly explain Deadly the Roadie, because it's funny with roadies, isn't it? And Deadly would really like to be a pop star like me and do this bit, but he hasn't any talent. Well, that's why he's a roadie. But funnily enough, he does actually do a really good Bob Dylan. And I thought you wouldn't mind if at the end of the song, he just had a go. Well, it's nice if he does, because it means on the car on the way home, me and Deadly just have that one little thing in common. So, here we go, Bob Dylan. Picture play. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But I spent all so many nights thinking, and you did me wrong, and I'd be strong, and I learned how to get along, and now you're back. And out of space, I just walked in to find you there, with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid look. I should have made you leave the key. If I had have thought for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go! Walk out the door. Just turn around now, because you ain't welcome anymore. But you're the one who tried to help me with goodbyes. Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd break down and die? Oh, no, no, I will survive. As long as I'm alive, and never stay alive. I got all my life to live, and I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. One, two. I know it's I know it is spooky, isn't it? I remember the first time Deadly doing that, and thinking at the time, oh my God, that sounds just like Bob Dylan. Because, it does, doesn't it? And you wouldn't think, Deadly would be capable of something like that. No, it's great. No, well done. Okay. 25 years after my first hit record, I had another one. But the reason I had another one was for many, many years, me and a lot of my fans wanted to achieve one small thing, and that was get the letter S right on the right side of the word hit. It took a while, but we got there. Well, funny enough, we got it. The hit with a disco record inspired my daughter's chemistry homework. It's a disco record, and the reason I say that is from the way I play it, you wouldn't know. A couple of ways around that. One is just sort of saying, man, it's a disco record. The other is, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen tonight, but some venues we play, after the live act, the place turns into a disco. Now, I never go on the dance floor after doing a gig because I felt self-conscious. But it doesn't bother Deadly. He's straight down there throwing shapes. So I thought, just to give the song a bit more of a disco flavour, I will play it and Deadly could throw some shapes. No, trust me, Deadly, it's funny. So, let's go disco, let's go Bunsen Burner. I'm an alchemist, baby. I can turn heavy metal into gold. I can make an unstable compound of mercury explode. I can make you glow. I can make you phosphoresce. I can burst your bubble. I can make you effervesce. Science does us love, say chemical reaction in the brain. Let me be your Bunsen burner. Let me be your naked flame.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your Bunsen burner.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your naked flame.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your Bunsen burner.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your naked flame. You're going to turn bright red when I do my litmus test on you. Acid it was, acid it is, and what acid is true. Check out what's in the test tube, baby.
Oh, wow, wow.
You're my little pipette.
Oh, wow, wow.
You're my favourite piece of apparatus in my chemistry set. This sounds does say chemical reaction in the brain. Let me be your Bunsen burner. Let me be your naked flame.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your Bunsen burner.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your naked flame.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your Bunsen burner.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your naked flame. You are the kind of carbon that I can date.
Oh, no.
You're the element that makes me passionate. There's a chemistry experiment I want to try in my brain. Come close to the Bunsen burner. Feel the heat of the naked flame. This sounds does love. Say chemical reaction in the brain. Let me be your Bunsen burner. Let me be your naked flame.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your Bunsen burner.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your naked flame.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your Bunsen burner.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let me be your naked flame. Whoa.
Burn, baby, burn.
I know what I'm doing. I am a chemist.
Burn, baby, burn.
Now this is quite interesting.
Burn, baby, burn.
Have you tried covalent bonding?
Burn, baby, burn.
Right, try putting these two together. Hey! Number 9 in the charts. It's funny, when we were looking for the hit and I was playing that and I was playing that to people, quite a few people said, I don't know if that really sounds like an A-side. However, when we played the B-side, there was a consensus. People go, no, that sounds like a B-side. The B-side of the big top 10 hit record had a choir of 1,000 on it. I know. I noticed whenever I played House of the Rising Sun, even in places like Leicester, people would heckle. And so we booked Abbey Road Studios for the recording of the B-side and invited anyone that wanted to heckle, to come to the studios. And 1,000 hecklers arrived. And I don't know if you know this, but Abbey Road Studios is actually a proper recording studio. So you can't say we've got 1,000 hecklers coming. And nobody said, no, it's the 1,000-piece choir. That's quite good because we actually hold the record at Abbey Road Studios for the largest choir ever recorded there. Not the most musical, just the biggest. Well, there is a house. Where? Down in New Orleans. What's it called? Well, they call it the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Oh, well, God, I know. I'm one. Yeah, my mother, yeah, she was a tailor. She's so man, blue jeans. Yeah, my father, you just coming on to him. And then my father, he was a gambling man. Orleans. Now, the only thing that a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk.
That's stupid!
Didn't write it, I just learned it. And all the time, he never feels satisfied. He's a drunk. Tell mothers! Tell your children! To spend your lives in sin and misery. In the house of the rising sun. Well, there is a house down in New Orleans, oh yeah. And they call it Rising Sun. And it's they're only a poor boy. And God, I know, I'm one. And God, oh no, I'm one. I said in the first half I'll do a couple of songs from my new album, Mon that we recorded 7 years ago in the Caribbean. And the reason we recorded Montserrat in the Caribbean was because back in the 1970s and the 1980s, it was the coolest place on the planet to record. A lot of the greatest acts in the world recorded there. Paul McCartney, Dire Straits, The Police, Duran Duran, Rush,
Status Quo.
And the last people to record there were the Rolling Stones in 1989 recording their Steel Wheels album.
It was shit.
But then what happened was the island got hurricaned. And then it got volcanoed, so nobody went back. But I had an idea. Maybe I could be the third natural disaster. So we crowdfunded it and it worked. We all went over there and stayed in Sir George Martin's place and recorded the Montserrat album. And I realised I got to an age when we were doing that I could write about what I'd learnt in my life and pass that wisdom on to the younger generations. And this song's about all the pain and suffering I've had in my life, because, I have suffered.
So have we.
But one of the nice things about being a singer-songwriter is I've managed to capture all that pain and suffering in a 5-word chorus. And it works. And I know it works, because I've played this to loads of people and they've all said, oh God, that's painful. So this is from Montserrat. There you go. When I was a young boy, my mama used to say, you ain't hurt too bad now. Go back out and play. But I was only little. I didn't realise when she'd laugh it off and when she'd sympathise. So I remember asking her, how is it you know when it's really serious and when you let it go? She said, John, it's obvious. When a young boy cries, if it's very, very bad, there are real tears from both eyes. Real tears from both eyes. Oh, from both eyes. Real tears from both eyes. A few years later, when I was a teenager, and one emotional drama would be followed by another. Sometimes I'd be moody, sometimes I'd be sad, but I would write romantic songs when it got really bad. And because I was poetic, folk would empathise. They knew what it was like to have real tears from both eyes. Real tears from both eyes. So I became a singer, and fame happened very fast. After an appearance on the old grey whistle test. It was my first time as a guest on national television, and I was going to do my best to make a big impression. For the millions watching, it wasn't hard to tell. Not only was it stupid, it must have also hurt like hell. And Wild Willie Barrett said, "No way could you disguise the fact that that was agony. There were real tears from both eyes. Real tears from both eyes. Real tears from both eyes. Real tears from both eyes." And this song I find quite fascinating. This is a song I wrote because I read this article in a newspaper, and it was about people's strong memories and what they remember most in their life. And when it came to relationships, it was quite interesting. Turns out that people's strongest memories is not the first time they met, or their first date, or the first time they slept with somebody. It was the first time they kissed them. And people could just remember kisses. And think about it. I mean, I don't know if it works for you, but it certainly did for me, because I thought about it and I thought, well, I can remember 5. I asked Dudley, he could only remember 4. But
None of mine were with my dad, though.
But anyway, so I've summed up my life in the 5 kisses I remember. So this is my life in 5 kisses. Here we go. Sum up your life in just 5 kisses. Kissing like snakes, kissing like fishes. Well, my first kiss was a teenage heaven. Here's a favourite piece of my education. Of all the moments I recall, that's my favourite of them all. I remember where I was and precisely what she wore. I'd know that perfume anywhere because I ran my fingers through her hair. Sum up your life in just 5 kisses. Building blocks or burning bridges. 2 kisses, the same lover. First when we met, the last when it was over. Because how is it you choose between the good times and the blues? The start of something great, then what's that delicate thing break? Because when you part and when you meet, you taste the bitter and the sweet. Sum up your life in just 5 kisses. 1 kiss and years of scheming, engineering that chance meeting. Because I'd adored you for so long, and I was sure you were the one. I had everything in place, then my fingers touched your face. The moment had come but then was gone, because the chemistry was wrong. Sum up your life in just 5 kisses. Kissing like snakes, kissing like fishes. Sum up your life in just 5 kisses. Include the hits, but don't forget the misses. This is a song I got together for my daughter Amy. when she's like 3 years old.
She's now 47.
But think about this: if you're a punk icon, right? Do you really want to get caught singing nursery rhymes to your kids? Yeah. So when I got sent some lyrics about the fairy story Rumplestiltskin, I remember thinking, you know, there must be loads of parents like me. Yeah. Punk Rumplestiltskin be really popular. There you go. Acting like an introvert. You treat me like a jerk. You make me do all the work. You're just a big flirt, a pretty girl in your skirt. Rub my face in the dirt, why don't you? Just give us a baby. Kiss the baby. Rumplestiltskin, Rumplestiltskin. Kiss the baby. Kiss the baby. Just give us the baby. Question of morality. You think you marry royalty? No, it's a little reality. You think it's your destiny. Impresses new clothes and no ribbons, no bows. You shouldn't have done what you did to me. So come on, kiss the baby. Kiss the baby. Just give us the baby. You think happily ever after. You're really clever. You're just a bad loser. We did all this together. You're just a crap weaver. You're some gold. You're some silver. You've been stuck in there forever. You think it's a little game? Come on, guess my name. You don't want to cause a scene. You think it's a bad dream. You're just a cheapskate. You made a bad mistake. You know exactly what you owe me. So go on, kiss the baby. Give us the baby. Rumplestiltskin. Kiss the baby. Just give us the baby. Just drop the baby, drop the baby. Michael Jackson. I think one of the nice things about doing my solo shows, because I do shows as a band and shows with Willie, and one of the nice things about the solo shows is the amount of freedom that I have as an artiste on the stage. Can do what I want to, really, and this is a perfect example. Now, when I do this song with my band or with Willie, everybody insists that I put the capo, right, on the same place every night. When I do the solo shows, actually it doesn't really matter where I put the capo. I'll show what I mean. I'll just waft the capo backwards and forwards. And there's someone in the air, all right, I'll do that tonight. Now some of you don't realise the significance of this, but this is true. Some people come and see me more than once. And I have overheard people say things like, do you know what, I was at the gig the other night, and the capo was in a different place. Anyways, it just means each gig is a bit special. So, some nice song, it's called Josephine. Oh, thank you. Ready for the festival, is only once a year. Raise your glasses in the air and fill the barrels full of beer. Mother Nature wave a wand over this lady's hand. May her rain mean a good year on our land. Legend Josephine, the blonde, blue-eyed May Queen, spent the night in the arms of her lover the day before the crown. Gifts and flowers by her bed, with tired eyes and sleepy head. You stay warm until the morning calls you in, and the crowd scream, Josephine, our May Day eyes are on you. People sing and drown in wine to crown the queen of spring. time. And at only 17, we've given you our blessings. And as you sleep tonight, your heart is in safekeeping. And nature's girl today can wipe her tears away. Her time to shine has nearly come. In the church they pray for harvest. You hear the church bells ring, and your friends are in the bar tonight to see the May Day in. But you are the queen, and life isn't quite as easy. God bless the libertine that lies within our Josephine, and the crowd scream, Josephine, our May Day eyes are on you. The people sing and drown in wine to crown the queen of spring time. Hold on to your lover's hand and he will give you all the strength you need tonight. And somewhere in a promised land is the love for the one you lie beside. When it gets dark and cold, you've got warm arms to hold, and in the morning you'll be the angel of the hall. When the crowd scream, Josephine, our May Day eyes are on you. The people sing and drown in wine to crown the queen of spring time. We're coming up to the climax of my show now, and I thought, wouldn't it be a nice idea to just include Deadly? Yeah? Yay! I mean, it's a really nice idea, but but it is difficult in practice because he really doesn't have any talent. So it was just difficult to think about what Deadly could do. And I did ask Deadly if he had any ideas, and that's quite good. He turned up to the rehearsal with his toy. I've been quite clever. I've marked off the 2 notes that Deadly can play. It's gone quiet, and I know why. It's because the show's gone all right, hasn't it? And you wouldn't really want Deadly to spoil it now. No, don't worry, that's not going to happen. The way around that. You know, you have driving lessons. You know how the instructor has the dual controls. I've got dual controls for Deadly. No, that's great, Missy can join in. But if he was about to crash the show, I can apply the brakes. Not good. That means he can't be a part of it without you spending the whole song worrying it's going to spoil it all.
Anchor!
So, we'll leave you with a song called Cheryl's Going Home, featuring Deadly. Yeah. The thunder cracks against the night. The dark explodes with a yellow light. The railroad sign is flashing bright. The people stare, but I don't care. My flesh is cold against my bones, and Cheryl's going home. Can you hear me shouting through the rain? Is there a way to stop the train? I've got some reasons to explain about the way I was today. The whistle moans and I'm alone, and Cheryl's going home. Send a roving special down the line. I'm running desperately behind. There's only one thing on my mind, and the rain and the tears are in my eyes. And the things I had to say will not be known. And Cheryl's going home. She's going home tonight. Okay. I'm running on the train tracks and I'm lost because she's gone away. Oh yeah. And Cheryl, baby, I love you. You know, for all the things you've ever done for me. And that's true. And then I see that look in your eyes. My God, I'm sad and I'm paralyzed. Are you going away? And you can stay. And I'm so sad you're going away. 'Cause that train, that bloody train, is going down the track. And Cheryl is going home. Cheryl is going home. Cheryl is going home tonight. No, this isn't bloody funny. No. What you do when your woman's gone away?
Have a wank.
No. You're crying. You're bloody crying. And you're crying when I look. Cheryl was my baby. We used to sleep together. No, it's lovely on cold nights to lie there and hold each other. And it's a bit sad now. Here I am stood there like a twat on the platform, and Cheryl and my baby sitting on the train. Oh, bloody hell! And the porter blows the whistle. Just like that. And that train, bloody train, is going down the track. Now it's going down the track. Cheryl is going home tonight. The thunder cracks against the night. The dog explodes with a yellow light. The railroad sign is flashing bright. People stare. I don't care. My flesh is cold against my bones, and darling Cheryl's going home. No! There you Leicester! Tell me everything! Very much! Thank you so much. Yeah, it's funny. I did, you know, when a couple of years ago, I had my 70th birthday, which meant I went from being, you know, a sexagenarian to a septuagenarian, i.e., from being sexy to septic. And I did wonder whether people have still come out, and so thank you. Thank you to Lisa. One of the biggest complaints I get about my show.
It's too long.
And the other complaint I get about my show is not enough theremin in the show. And part of the reason for that is a lot of the people, you know, I work with, like in the band and things, hate the theremin. And for a long time I never knew why.
It's shit.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I think. Yeah, my guitarist in my band spent years practicing guitar, you know, to get as good as he got. But it took me 5 minutes to learn to play this. Well, natural. So I do the song I learned in 5 minutes on the theremin. It's an Osmond song. That's what it is. There's a message coming in the air. It comes from crazy horses fighting everywhere. It's a warning, it's on every tongue. Gotta stop those crazy horses on the run. What a show! There they go, smoking up the sky. Yeah. Crazy horses and their riders are you and I. Crazy horses, woo, woo. Crazy horses, woo, woo. Well, they never stop. Oh. And they never die, they just keep on bumping how they bump the sky. Crazy horses, will they ever halt? They just keep on moving, so I halt. What a show! There they go, smoking up the sky. Yeah. Crazy horses and their riders are you and I. Crazy horses, woo, woo. Crazy horses, woo, woo. What a show! There they go, smoking up the sky. Yeah. Crazy horses and their riders are you and I. Crazy horses, woo, woo. Crazy horses, woo. Crazy horses, woo, woo. Crazy horses, woo. Crazy horses. Product placement. I'll do this one. This one actually will be the last time I do, because I don't feel like doing much after I've done it. It's a wild Willie Barrett song called Give You Headbutts. Went downtown for a cup of tea and I saw two skinheads looking at me. What do I give them headbutts? Walking on the beach in a frost 10 gale and I saw three hippies saving a whale. Well, I give them headbutts. Now they've gone back to India to get their heads together. Lots of people in a line waiting for number 9. Not me. I don't know. I walk right up to the front.
Excuse me, mate, are you jumping the queue?
No, Daddy, I'm butting in. I got involved in this head-on collision with this tanker driver. I wondered what hit him. I went through my windscreen, through his windscreen, and I gave him a bloody headbutt. I went to the doctor for a pill.
What was that, John? You feeling ill?
No, I got an headache. Too many headbutts. I saw this band called Shaking Spear. I gave the singer the old King Lear. Where hast thou been? He spat. I went, oi mate, stitch that. Hey, give him a bloody headbutt. Oh, last first. I met this fella really into sport. 5th Dan karate, you know the sort. Did I give him a headbutt?
Yes.
No. Did Deadly the roadie give him a headbutt?
Oh no, he's gorgeous.
In fact, the baby did. I'll do this in Throw Park, it looks slightly better.
Burn, baby, burn.